Tommy, you were telling me that there used to be Collicking here years ago. Was that right?
That's right, yeah.
What was that?
There's Collicking because people got married, you see, and they'd go to the house when they come back after their honeymoon, you know, and they'd be dancing and they get out the bride in and dance with her, you know, and they would be covered in. They wouldn't want anyone to see their face because people didn't know who they were, you know, and that was a big tradition here in Carlow, like, you know, and everywhere you go that time there's always a dance, there'd be dancing saying, some lads used to dance the hornpipe and more lads is down half set, and then you get the tail in the evening after.
And they'd be wearing a straw hat.
Straw hat and a dress as well, made out of a dress. It go down to their knees, like, you know. It's like a skirt, you know.
And they'd go when the bride would be after coming home. They'd go back to welcome her.
Yeah, they'd go back for that night and welcome them home, like, you know. And that time, now that was on. Now it's a big different story. Now they're all going foreign, you know, and that's all dead out now. No more of that crack, like, you know.
And what period are we talking, Tommy?
In the 40s, like, and even down in the 30s, and coming up into in the 60s now. That nearly died out in the 60s, like, you know, that time, you know.
And you call them the Collickers?
Collickers, yeah, that's right, yeah. And that's right.
And did they all wear the straw mask?
Everybody wore a straw because nobody wanted to know anybody, like, you know. That's right.
And would it be right down over their face?
Right down to their chin, and right on their chest, like, you know. You wouldn't know who they were. You know. And some would have a colour, more have black straw. They paint the straw black, and it'd be black, like, you know. You know, let's say waiting straw now, like, you know. They make it'd be real strong, like, it wouldn't break up, like, old straw would be weak, like, you know. That was the story there, like, you know.
And did paint them?
They paint the black on it, like, you know. And it'd be dry now, everything be set up, like, maybe, you know, they'd be getting ready for the wedding when the people be getting married, like, you know.
So the bride and groom would get married that morning.
Yeah.
And then the boys would come back that night.
That's right, yeah. Come back that night when they come into the house, like, to welcome them home, like, you know. And they'd be playing accordion and dancing the fiddles, and they'd be dancing sets, and, like, you know, they'd be, you know, to give them a good welcome home, like, after getting married, like, you know.
Yeah.
And you get the tan in the evening after, like, you know.
Would it be a drop of beer at it?
Oh yeah, the bottle. All that time there was bottles, you know, little bottle, bottles of beer, like, and some had whiskey, like, you know, and so they, you know, they carry on now, the crack, like, you know, go on.
And are we talking this part of Carlow, South Carlow?
South Carlow, yeah, out South Carlow, up into Carlow town, especially up around Michael, like, you know, and especially the country area, like, you know, over around Ballymurphy there now. The same, like, you know, all over South Carlow here that time.
And into parts of Wexford as well, was it?
Oh yeah, Wexford, down in Kiltaley, sure. Yeah. Around Kiltaley, Ballindagan and Killan and all along there, like, you know. That was a tradition that time, you know. And that, you know, and then that was into that, and then they used to come into the thrashing.
Right.
You know, and everybody used to sow oats and barley and whey, and they'd drying the stuff, and that night after, when they bring in the stuff after the thrashing, everyone and all the neighbours would go to one another and help one another to pitch the shafts and up on the mill, and they have no one on the mill that time down there, and Patul and Michael used to have a mill, and they go from one place to another, and everybody used to thrash that time, everybody, and sometimes there was a mill down in Clash that time, and they used to get the stuff ground down for stir about, like, you know.
Yellow book.
You wouldn't be hungry anyway, like, you know.
Yeah. And you were telling me there used to be dances at the thrashings as well.
Thrashing, yeah. That night you'd be thrashing, you could be there till 3 o'clock in the morning, you know. And everywhere they go that time, there used to be a house done. and the lads would buy the beer that time and bring the beer with them. Like the trashing lad, that'd be having the trashing to supply you the beer. Like now you want to have an old drink and an old crack. Yeah. And that time, and there's no time about going home. You could stay there all night. No.
And did the boys wear the Collickers turn up for the trashings?
Some would, some of them would. Sometimes they would. Well, they'd be walking like pitching the shafts all day, and some lads would be taken out to chaff, and they'd be catch a lad and they'd pelt him in on top of the chaff and blackguard that way, like, you know. Yeah.
Did you have the Blackmen here?
Huh?
Did you have the Blackmen?
The Blackmen, yeah.
Were they different than the Strawboys?
Oh, they would. They'd be all covered with black. You know, you wouldn't fucking recognise them at all, no. And some lads that do a red job on it, that a polish on it, you know, the black polish. And they fucking, you'd see them, see only the bare eyes, like, you know.
And did they wear masks at all, Tommy?
No. They only covered their face with polish, like, you know. And the hands and all, the whole all be covered with black, you know, at that time.
And were they more blackguards, or were they?
Well, they wouldn't do any harm, like, they'd be just tricking around, you know. No one done any harm that to nobody, you know. They was having the crack that time, like, you know.